What is immoral but not illegal? Selling poor quality products or basically junk targeted at kids. Pouring water on the movie theater seats in front of you to make sure you have a clear view. Civil asset forfeiture. Police can seize your property on the basis that they believe it was involved in a crime. Problem is, the burden is on you to prove that it wasn't, rather than them to prove that it was. With the lengthy and expensive legal process that you have to go through to get your stuff back, many opt to just take the loss. Conveniently, cash and other assets they take can go into the police budget. No way that can possibly be abused, right? Naturally, this has led to corrupt police abusing the power to seize people's property under ridiculous claims and circumstances. Predatory marriage except in Canada where it is a criminal offense. A woman married my elderly dad and abused him. He was deaf, had dementia and many health problems, but she wanted his assets and so drugged him to keep him with her till she had taken everything. Court case continuing, but what she did resulted in my father's death. Accepting money from lobbyists. In any other profession it's called a bribe. Beauty pageants for children. Cutting to the front of the queue. Refusing to get your children vaccinated. Microwaving fish in the break room. Fucking Judy. Farting in a crowded bus. Children underwear models. Taking financial advantage of your children after they reach adulthood. My boyfriend's mom expects him to pay for her to live while she refuses to get a job. Pisses me off. Allowing kids to gamble with real money in video games through in-game purchases. Faith healers asking for donations. Go ahead and add gerrymandering to the list. Claiming a YouTube video because you don't like what they said. Changing your baby on the table at a restaurant. Killing friendly NPCs. Marrying a 13-year-old in several US states. Emotional child abuse. Extremely harmful. However, as long as parents aren't considered to be physically harmful or neglect in terms of providing needs and care, the state won't remove the child. And there's no sort of criminal penalty for it under law. Microtransactions free-to-play mechanics in full-priced video games. It is gambling and a lot of it is targeted at young children. It also affects the end product by making the game excessively grindy or rewards you for logging in daily. Being a rapist in the UK, if you're female. You can't be tried as a rapist only as a sexual assaulter. The latter is considered culturally less of a crime because it doesn't carry the same weight as the term rape, and sentencing usually reflects this. Despite both having the same maximum penalty, the maximum is hardly ever applied to women offenders. Here's a huge major one: slavery in the USA. Many are unaware that slavery is 100% legal in the USA when it comes to prisoners. In Finland, bestiality is technically legal if the animal is enjoying it. Taking a dump in the shower. War, sometimes. People not zippering when lanes merge. Selling a unique life-saving drug at a 5,556% markup, Martin Shkreli and Daraprim. While the guy is in prison now, it's not for the price of Daraprim, but rather for securities fraud surrounding the company, lying to investors about company finances or something along those lines. Apparently he does have a bunch of files on finance and investment tactics that the finance kids in the college he went to still use. Adultery. Putting children in cages, apparently. Lying on the news. Apple's business practices. Not only are they expensive to begin with, but also expensive and difficult to repair. Most independent repair shops such as myself will use aftermarket parts to fix your screens or batteries and such. But Macs can be the real pain in the ass. The storage is soldered on, and there's a problem with some of the 2016 and newer MacBook Pros that will send high voltage, usually between like 20 to 50 volts, directly to the CPU, depending on the model, and fry the processor. In order to get the information off of it and didn't back it up, you'll have to send it off to an independent repair shop to hopefully fix it. Also affecting those MacBook models is the keyboards that fail because of dirt. Apple has since extended the warranty for these models, but before this, if that keyboard failed, it was very expensive to fix. You could go to an independent repair shop, but the keyboard is riveted to the case rather than screwed, and Apple doesn't sell parts to just anyone. You have to become an authorized Apple service provider and jump through a bunch of hoops to get approved. You still can't sell parts either. You have to do the repair yourself. If you tear the battery adhesive strip in an iPhone, they want you to send it into them and charge more rather than try to remove it yourself in just a couple minutes. Parking your car in a way that gets other cars stuck. Firing someone for being married to someone of the same sex in a majority of US states. Lying that your child is from your husband when it's not. My dad, well, not technically mine, kill himself, stab himself with a knife right in the heart in front of me and my mom after he found out that I is not his child. Don't talk with mother almost 10 years. She deserve it. Reposting the same question every few weeks. Cheating on your spouse. Sending chain email letters. Selling shitty products for premium prices. Ordering and returning products continuously. Being an asshole to service personnel. Shoveling the snow from your yard onto the neighbors. Eating meat. Killing animals for our own pleasure. The American healthcare system. Turning off a game console mid-game. Bullying. As of like an hour ago, gerrymandering. Fucking a consenting 16-year-old where the age of consent is 16 and you're about to celebrate your 40th birthday. The way the US government is run in general. Can't pass critical laws affecting the people that elected these officials in a timely manner or sometimes at all, but can pass a tax hike in a few days. Watching someone drown and not doing anything. Not saying thank you to the bus driver.